What's going on, fam?
Was good, man. Was good.
I ain't gonna lie, your boy just had to figure out some things.
Got you.
Let me get that overlay up out of here. So what's going on, man? How you doing?
Can't complain, man. Staying busy and productive.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. So I'm
Just
glad
got home. So
you just got home.
yeah, man. So I rushed over and set up the computer real quick.
Hey man, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate the time. One of my friends, he's actually doing some lawn work. So as soon as he's finished, he's gonna, come through as soon as he can. But where are you located? You on the East Coast and
Yeah, I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay, what's the weather like down there?
It's very schizophrenic.
Okay,
because it'll be raining for about 10 minutes, and then out of nowhere it'll be super hot and sunny as if nothing ever happened. So
yeah,
it's one of those things where it's just like you got to be ready for any type of weather condition, no matter what.
Yeah,
you can move shorts and then just have like a coat in the car just in case it gets cold out of nowhere.
No lie. If you see me look off screen, I'm actually like sending a link to the show to different folks and whatnot. But living in Virginia, I'm in Virginia. The weather here is just as bipolar. If not, I think it's worse because it snows here. So the time to snow and get boogie, you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So that's always a treat, to endure. Nobody is looking forward to that.
Nope.
Except for maybe kids. But
they don't understand the pain that comes with snow. Like you'll see snow, and you're like, oh, snow. And then all of a sudden you gotta shovel it out your driveway and
you gotta go to work.
Yeah.
So gotta go grocery shopping. Like, it's not where it's at. As soon as you hit a certain level, as soon as you graduate, probably it's just like, nah, man, I don't even wanna go through this no more. But speaking of Florida, it's kind of related to the topic we're talking about. So to the people who don't know what we're talking about, first of all, this is the Finish to Begin podcast. It's a podcast I just created, me, myself, Jamonte. I am the creator of the show, and we're just going to be talking about just growth in life and maybe some conspiracies here or there, some paranormal stories, some healthy nutrition stories, different workouts and different things, So we're just gonna see where this goes. This is my boy GQ of those people. Do your thing.
What's going on, GQ of those people, for those people entertainment. Check me out on my solo channel, GQ of those people. Check me out on the main channel, Those People Entertainment. I make dope stuff.
There we go. Oh yeah, my boy's nice. He's very creative. Very very how can I articulate it? Just very, very special and very dope. You know what I'm saying? When you meet certain people, of course, you meet certain people for a reason. Some people are a lesson, some people are a blessing. You feel me? So my guy,
I like that.
Definitely.
Blessing. I like that.
Definitely. My guy is definitely a blessing. We connected on this vlogging app called Rumble. Well, it was called Rumble at first. Now it's called Rizzle.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I think you started like right before me. And, I generated a million views in 4 months. And here it is about 2 years later, you over 15 million views.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's real crazy. How is that? Like, how does it feel to have a profile on a platform where you generated over 10 million views in less than like 5 years?
It's very humbling, simply because I never thought that would ever happen, at least for me.
Right.
But then I started getting active in a lot of different like contests, and I just started getting super creative with some of the things that I would put there. If you go to my channel, I have a lot of things on my Rizzle profile. I have a whole profile where I have a whole bunch of raps that I did, where I entered a rap contest and won that. I entered a stand-up comedy contest, and I'm not a comedian whatsoever, but I managed to get third place, so that was cool. I have two superhero series on there. I have question answer session where people would just it's one of those pages where like I'll answer a question, but I'll answer a question in a very frank and blunt manner. And then I have a couple of channels there where I talk about versus matches, where I talk about fantasy matchups between this person and that person. Who do you think would win? And then we just have like all out discussions and stuff like that. But I try to be as creative as possible. And I even went as far as to creating a few commercials for Rizzle that allowed me to be put on the main page. When you first open the app, before you create a profile, and you have that little graphic, that video that's playing.
Yeah.
They got my mug on there, which is super flattering. But now what I've done as of lately, because I feel like I don't want to say I've done all that I could on Rizzle, but I feel like Rizzle served its purpose for what I needed to do now. So I'm still on the platform, but now I use it mostly as a promotional tool to lead people to my other platforms. So
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I understand as far as what you were saying. And if we have any delays, just want to let everybody know, like, I'm away from my router. I might have to move closer to the other room, but we'll see as the show progresses. But so as far as Rizzle, it is kind of hard to get people to go from your Rizzle account to your other platforms. And I kind of noticed that when I was in the swing of things, getting tens of thousands of views every day, it was hard to get people to come over and get that same attention to my YouTube channel, my Instagram and stuff like that. Did you find that the same?
You know what it is? It's hard in the beginning, but then once you realize, if you focus more on building the relationships on the platform, and you're just answering people's questions, talking and getting to know people, once you grow that intimacy with a good amount of people, then once you go, hey, listen, by the way, go check out my other stuff. Or since they've allowed the ability to upload video instead of recording just straight to the platform, what I do is I'll put a teaser video where it'll show a couple of seconds of something, and then it'll cut off and say, if you want to see more, go to my YouTube and the link on the bio. That's kind of how I get people. What I'll do is I'll give a teaser and be like, oh, did I cut you off? If you want to see what happens, head over to my page on such and such, Instagram, YouTube, whatever. So,
yeah, you got to bait them in, man. You got to get them in there. You got to put the butts in seats. So I feel it, man. So, but like I said, if the connection, if the delays continue, I'm moving into the next room. It's no big deal. I just literally pick the laptop up and just going in there. But so like I was saying, today's topic is pretty interesting for me. I like this kind of stuff. So like I mentioned, you live in Florida. So today we're going to talk about Conplan 8888-11. Now I sent you a link earlier of a video talking about this. You checked it out?
I checked it out.
All right, now let me go ahead and fill in the people about what Conplan, because they might be thinking, hold on, before we get, I'm gonna just go ahead and move everything. So everybody just wait, stay where you at. I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and mute this. You can mute yourself or do what you want to do until then, and it's like 2 minutes. I'll move right into the living room.
Cool.
All right, that should be a lot better. What is all this? Table.
Right.
All right.
Cool.
We'll let the system do what it do, get uploaded and everything. So, all right, cool. Yeah, you're not delaying. Cool. It's because I was in a back room. Now, the back room is like a freaking internet. Man, what? It's just, as soon as I close the door, internet just like, so anyway, as soon as I close the door, the internet is just like, nah, I'm good. I ain't coming in there. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Conplan 8888-11. So what Conplan, what that is so it's the U.S. government's zombie apocalypse survival plan and training tool. So yeah, the U.S. government, as of, go back to my notes, as of April 30th, 2011. This is when it was created, from what I discovered. Excuse me. The U.S. government has acknowledged the fact that, zombies can be real. This is a real threat. It's a possible threat, and we need to assess the situation and do what we got to do. So they're really out here preparing for a zombie apocalypse, bro.
It doesn't surprise me though.
Right.
Because if anybody is familiar with predictive programming, look how many zombie films, look how many zombie shows they have already produced to kind of get used to the idea of maybe if it becomes a reality. And now with them, having these discussions, it's almost like people were like, "Oh man, I saw movies and shows for this, so I know exactly how to prepare."
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. You think you know. I mean, somebody has the answer to it, but we don't know. The government is really trying to find the answer to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're trying to get ahead of the curve and, nip it in the bud. So what they're talking about preparing for are 7 types of zombies. Okay, so I'm going to read the 7 types of zombies. This is real, bro. This is real. This is not
they have the zombies divided into different categories.
They do. 7 different categories from what they said in the videos I saw anyway.
Okay.
So the first category is pathogenic zombies. Now, pathogenic zombies are created after a life form is infected by a form of a contagion. You know what I'm saying? So the T virus or whatever, just as an example, from Resident Evil. Then number 2 is radiation zombies. Radiation zombies happens after an organism is infected by an extreme dosage of electromagnetic and or particle radiation.
Okay.
So, like the Hulk going extra bad and contagious. So then you have evil magic zombies. This is government documentation right here. Evil magic zombies created by evil cult meddling with evil magic. Simple as that. Just like on Call of Duty Zombies and stuff like that. Something like that. I'm assuming. Because
game out here, man.
What'd you say?
It's not a game out here.
It's not, bro. That when the U.S. government say, "Yo, we out here playing Call of Duty Zombies, trying to max out the skull so we can, provide security for the good folks of America." That's real life, bro.
Yep.
That's real life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna read a few more of the categories, and then we can go ahead and break it down. So number 4, space zombies. Space zombies are what you get when you mix when it's biomechanical engineering for weaponizing zombies, or maybe another from another planet, it's a virus from another planet or something like that. And number 5, symbiotic zombies. The symbiotic zombies, they are created when the introduction of symbiotic life forms enter into a healthy host. And the whole thing with the symbiotic host is to reproduce, you know what I'm saying, infect others, build a colony and build another world of whatever that symbiotic's DNA is, the mindset or whatever, what have you, the agenda.
Right.
And number 6, vegetarian zombies. Vegetarian zombies.
Okay, you have to explain that one to me, please.
Okay, so they say vegetarian zombies are pretty much the zombies. I forget how they say it can happen, but they say pretty much the zombies just eat vegetation. They just eat like plants and fruits and veggies and stuff like that. Pretty much the stuff we need. And the fear behind that is, yeah, they're not interested in you, but right. I'm assuming they're still contagious, and they're gonna just run through our supply of food. Like the farms and agriculture gonna take a huge hit.
So what direct threat do they have to us human beings? Let's say I'm out in the open and there's a vegetarian zombie a couple of feet away from me.
Right.
What is the likelihood of me being in direct danger or of me just being a nuisance because it's trying to eat its food?
You know what? That's a good question, because I don't think you would be in immediate danger. That's like people will have to let the zombies get that far into feasting on the crops before they could do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot different, as you know, when it comes to people. What's up, Robin? My cousin Robin watching the show. What's going on? Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. But it's a lot different than, as you know, like if the zombies are into us. They want us, brain. They want human moving flesh. They want that. So if they just want the plants, I mean, we can stop that. That's probably not even that bad. Like, you know, like how quick can we? I don't think it'll spread to like. How could it spread?
Yeah, that's my question, because it's like if it's a vegetarian zombie, right?
Right.
First of all, how did they become a vegetarian zombie? Number one.
Yeah.
And number two, if there's a whole group of vegetarian zombies, what does that mean? Does that mean that they're in some zombie-like state in which they just keep eating and eating and eating and eating vegetation,
right,
and not stopping? And it's just to the point where I'm like, oh, you guys are annoying, get out of my way? Or could it just be practical, in which, let's say I have a big ass lawn and I have tall grass, I'll be like, hey, make your way over here. You know, I got for y'all, handle your business. You know, all this. Yeah. You know, is it one of those zombies that, like, it's not logical, like they can't think, they can't take direction, they can't communicate? Like, there's so many questions that need to be answered when it comes to these vegetarian zombies. Because I'm not gonna lie, the more I talk about it, the more fond of them I am. You know, in the situation in which, if I need some trimming done, I know who to call. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I definitely think that if you made a zombie movie based off that idea, it couldn't be a horror. It had to be a comedy. Because, like, that's probably the most boring zombie, for real, for real. Boring. It's complete trash.
Because it has no interest in me. So like,
the animal.
Unless I dress up like a giant plant, then oops.
Right.
I'm screwed. You know,
for sure.
Christmas, we're screwed because all of our Christmas trees are gone. You know what I mean? Everything vegetation related is a threat. Not a threat, but it's threatened by these vegetarian zombies.
Right.
Yeah. Now, I'm thinking, just bring them to a desert, let them suffer.
That's true. That's true. But my thing is like, how many? Like I said before, I don't think it'll get that far. Like with social media and everything, as soon as something happens, it's on the web. You know, as long as somebody's around with a smartphone or it's a CCTV camera around or security camera around, it's gonna get snapped and sent to the web.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think it'll be that far. But that's, if anything, that's the zombies that we want.
Yeah.
You know, we can take care of them. We can get them on out the way. It's not gonna be that many of them. Like, we don't even know how you can get infected. Like, you know. But I'm gonna read you the very last zombie. This is on the list, bro. The U.S. government are preparing. Well, excuse me, the U.S. government is preparing.
Now, okay, so now my question is this: how did they come to these different categories? Do they have all of them in some type of bunker in which they watched their behaviors and and created these categories for them? Like, how do they know of all of their existence unless they already exist?
We don't know about it. Exactly, because they left one out. They didn't say anything about the nanobot zombie. You know what I'm saying? Which that's probably the most like tangible threat, I guess, or the closest threat, because Bill Gates, I think you told me something about that, about Bill Gates
technology. Bill Gates, yeah, he claimed the patent to be able to use nanotechnology to bring the dead back to life, and that's a huge hell no for me. Because
double dose of the hell no for me.
Yeah,
nah,
I ain't messing with dead people. So
at all, like at all, bro.
How can you do it? And then we discussed it before on my podcast where they have this technology where if somebody dies, you can digitally back them up, right, in some type of AI on your computer or a mobile device. Right. Create vegetarian zombies to keep us from planting our own greens, causing us to continue to shop with processed foods. Okay, so here's the counter argument to that, right? Let's say we allow them to eat all of our vegetation, and we purposely don't grow anymore until they die, because from what I understand, they need vegetation to survive. Right. So if we just let them, if we dump them on an island full of vegetation, they eat everything on the island, and now there's no more vegetation, so they just die. Right. I would say problem solved for the vegetarian zombies. I don't know about the others though.
Oh yeah, the others, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like, well, if it's World War Z zombies, it's over. It's over.
World War Z zombies or Army of the Dead. They got that new Netflix series coming out with
Army of the Dead.
Those are some smart zombies that I can actually,
communicate,
logic, and communicate.
Together. Yeah, strategize and stuff.
That's
that's scary. For real. Yeah. I would rather deal with those zombies than the World War Z zombies. Yeah, to be honest, because at the end of the day, you still have to factor in that it's evil people out there that want what you got. If you're in that situation, you're surviving with your family or your community, you created a community. It's people out there that want to harm you. So the smart zombies, like, you already prepared for the people that's not infected. So the smart zombies are like, all right, cool, come on with it. Mm-hmm. But those World War Z zombies, it's nowhere you can go unless you go underground, underwater, and you don't come up. Like, just stay where you at, bro. They climb on each other, building a wall. They are super fast. Come on, man.
So I'm assuming that with the Zack Snyder Army of the Dead zombies, because they are logical and they could use reasoning, it's probably easier for us to blend in with them by pretending that we're also zombies. Right. Because then we look just like them. Yeah. And we just put up a front just to get by.
Hey man, but how could they talk about that in movies they've done in The Walking Dead, but it's like, would that work? I think it probably would. But if they're smart, then it's like, would it work? Mm-hmm. Or it might work at first. It might work at first.
In theory, I think they probably tested out their own theories, but then let's say, for example, with these vaccines, the whole point is to get injected with something so we can conquer it later. Right. How do we know their bodies aren't subjective to whatever we use to get rid of them, and they just heal from it and get stronger? That's what I mean? We don't know, because first of all, it's a marvel enough that they are even existing because they're in a zombie state, meaning that their body is supposedly dead, but they're still living. Right. So if something in them was able to regenerate with such strength that it could bring back a dead body, there's not really much that it can't heal from.
Right.
If we're looking at it that way, it's kind of like a doomsday situation where, with Doomsday, he dies, but then he comes back
the same time.
the same way twice.
The same way, yeah. You can't, yeah.
So it's like, is that the situation with zombies?
It could be, man. It very well could be, to be honest. With those zombies, but I'm gonna read you the last type of zombie. I saved the best for last, man.
Oh, Lord.
This is what the government, this is what the U.S. government said, we got to prepare for.
Okay.
Chicken zombies.
Come again?
That's right. El Pollo Loco. Chicken zombies. Clucking it up. A chicken zombie is the only zombie that actually exists. It's the actual thing. We can make a chicken zombie right now. We can make a chicken zombie right now. If we, that's how it happens. So
now, a couple of questions there, right?
Yeah.
So, does that mean because it's a chicken zombie that we can get infected by eating it? Because if not,
right,
then we about to have a feast for a couple of
what I'm saying? Hey, reverse zombies. We the zombies.
We got chicken zombies and we don't have a chance of getting infected by eating it, then by all means.
No, once I read this to you, I think you can get infected. But I don't think you're gonna turn into a zombie. You're just gonna have a case of the loose poops or something. You can be all here.
It's probably a natural laxative. It's a natural laxative. So what if I need to just cleanse my system anyway? And I ain't going anywhere for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a little, little system cleanse.
No, man.
Chickens.
The wild zombie chicken meat.
Check it out. Hear me out, right? Hear me out. Friday, I eat a chicken zombie. I stay home for the weekend. I don't go nowhere.
Right.
Monday, my system is clean. I feel lighter. Feel like I gave birth. And I can fly clouds. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it's not a bad thing unless you got plans for the weekend.
Hey, I wouldn't doubt it, dog. Somebody, it sounds good to somebody. It just don't sound
good. Not to mention, now that I'm thinking about it, when you cook the chicken, wouldn't you be killing all of the bacteria that would infect you in the first place?
I don't know, man, because you can't even kill all parasites. There's parasites in meat already. You can't kill all the parasites. You gotta cook it, like you gotta torch it. You know what I'm saying? To the point, whatever you're cooking is a brick now. You gotta
boiling it.
Yeah.
You're boiling the mess out of it or something. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, and you got to also think the human body is a certain temperature too. So the human body can't kill all the parasites. You got to put something in it to get parasites out.
But then that makes our immune system and the white blood cells useless. If that's the case, bacteria in our body.
But that's the thing. I don't think it's completely useless or useless at all, because if you think about it, say you eating, you got parasites in you from eating chicken or whatever. If you stop eating that, your body is always detoxing itself. It's always fasting. Well, not fasting, but when you fast, that gives your body time to produce. To digest everything, to do everything.
Reset, basically, for your body.
Exactly. So if you're doing that, if you're fasting, I think it'll come out. You know what I'm saying? You're starving it. You're pretty much starving the parasites. It'll find its way out. You know what I'm saying? Or you just see it and take it out. But as far as eat that chicken, though, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna read to you how it happens. This is actually a real thing. It's not like a zombie, like a movie, like it's a zombie, but it's a zombie. So. A zombie chicken is when an old hen can no longer lay eggs and it is incorrectly euthanized by the farmer/handler using carbon monoxide. And so the hen is then placed into large piles of other dead chickens to decompose. But that chicken or those chickens will soon, come back to a full consciousness or semi-full consciousness and dig themselves out from underneath the bodies and just stagger around like they just left the pub and then they die. You know what I'm saying? They don't stay alive too much longer after that. But they appear to be dead, and they're not moving, they're not responsive, probably not even breathing for real. And then they go ahead and, bury them, or not bury them, but put them with other bodies, and then just come back. So I don't even know why they preparing for that. Like, I don't even know why.
Yes, what made them?
My cousin said, the government's so smart, they're stupid. Hey, a lot of people, I've been saying that, Robin, for like the last 3 years about just people in general. Like, some people so smart, they're stupid, bro. Yeah. Not even try to sound negative or be down, but it's like, those are people who you can't tell nothing to. You know, they think they know everything, but they ain't got the common sense part figured out. Book smart, they smart as hell. But the common sense is just like, I don't know.
Not so common.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, that's a good example, Robert. I say that shit all the time. But so, all right, let's break it down. We done talked about the different types of zombies. Which zombie was hold on. What are your plans to survive? What would be your plan if the zombie apocalypse hit right now? We can use actual reality from like this moment, like say the zombie apocalypse happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
You do, and also theoretically speaking, I will have these supplies, I will have this strategy, I will have this exit route. So as of now, what would you do? And also, how would you prepare if you knew in advance, if you was like a doomsday prepper, you know?
All right. So as of now, because COVID has taught me to be extremely antisocial anyway,
right?
Wouldn't have any problems not leaving the house, except if I absolutely needed to. And even in those situations, I would be doing drive-throughs, or whatever. I got the metal bat on deck.
Hey,
it's just, let's just say Uber Eats, Postmates, and Instacart has made life so much easier for me.
Right.
Probably what I would be utilizing until those delivery people become zombies. Ugh. Damn.
Man, you talking about going to drive-thrus? Ain't no drive-thrus, man.
Right. So then you know what?
Fire.
Okay, so since Publix no longer has employees because they're all either dead or zombies.
Okay.
I go to the store with my metal bat and I get what I need. And whoever gets in my way of getting my damn groceries, they getting hit in the head. Right? Because what's gonna happen is I'm not really in the mode of, hey, let me save the world, right?
Yeah.
Because that's usually the problem in a lot of these movies. Yep. That's why they get overwhelmed. All of the zombies are coming at them at once because they see that they're fighting off one zombie and then they feel that all the other zombies got attacked. Me, I'm just like, look, going in, if I got to act like a zombie on the way in, cool. Walk the hell out, act like a zombie with groceries in my hand, cool. But if somebody gets in my way, clang. The head is coming not to mention, right? If we're going to Publix, you done messed up and put me in access of all these knives, right? If I'm going to Walmart, they got a whole gun section and zombies don't know how to use guns. So, I mean, I think I'll be okay, especially if I'm shopping primarily at a Publix or a Walmart, because there's open access to those, because there's not going to be a cashier stopping me from getting anything.
Right.
I think I'm set, man. I think I'm set because I'm going in there for one specific task, and that's to get myself and my family some stuff. Right. I'm not going in there to save anybody. As far as I'm concerned, I got tunnel vision at this particular point of what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. Now, if I had time to plan, then best believe I am stacking up on as many groceries as possible that are non-perishable. And I'm going to be stacking up on lots and lots and lots of ingredients that allow me to cook for an extended period of time. I'm going to make sure that I have a storage unit with a giant freezer to put a lot of, the foods that could perish. Put them in there, make sure they keep them good, and stack up on weapons.
Got to.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I have this all thought out because I'm not a hero. I'm not a hero. If I was a hero and I'm planning on trying to take on these zombies, I'm screwed. But I just want to maintain me, my wife, and my son's living situation, possibly, close relatives. But for the most part, I will share with them my game plan so they can follow suit. That way it's less for me to worry about, and I can just focus on my direct family.
Facts. Nah, I feel you.
What about you?
I feel you. All right, so as far as if it happens right now, I got the bat behind the door right now. That's actually another topic I wanted to get to. We're going to get to that right after this. So if it happens right now, man, I mean, we got a lot of canned stuff, a lot of beans, like dry beans and stuff like that. So we got food to hold us over. It ain't like luxury stuff, obviously, for a survival tip. But
as a matter of fact, my pops, if I stayed over by my pops, because my pops just got impact resistant windows. So now anytime there's a hurricane, we don't have to board up anything because
or zombie apocalypse.
Exactly. So even though he got it installed for the purpose of protecting from hurricanes, I think it'll double for some protection for some zombies. If zombies want to run into our sliding door over and over again, full speed, hurting their heads and busting their heads open, by all means, you're welcome.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Hold on, I'm gonna see what my cousin says. She said boarding up the windows, moving all movement to the upper floors, make 2 holes in the roof to climb through the house and sit on the roof with guns. Dope. I agree with that. I like that. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It depends on the kind of zombies. This is right now with the bat. Just with the bat, I got some duct tape. I done seen The Walking Dead. I'm gonna put on a jacket, wrap my arms up with duct tape, wrap my jeans up with duct tape.
Nobody biting me.
Hey, dog, I'm going at them. Put some gloves on. I got still got some of my army gear. So I got the range goggles. I got some of the cold weather, like actual goggles, bro.
Oh, so you going all Splinter Cell in the situation.
My boy, I need to take out. I always say I will have a daily quota. If it's a zombie apocalypse, if this is The Walking Dead, I need to take out at least 50 zombies a day. You know what I'm saying? 50 zombies a day. Let me do some quick math.
Workout.
50. Oh yeah.
What you could do?
18,000 zombies a year.
All the zombies that you kill, you lay them in your front door. Reason why is because it sends a signal to all the other zombies. Hey, you come to this house.
This could be you.
What you gonna look like?
This could be you.
So let's tread lightly. There's plenty of other houses. Go into your business. I don't want no problems unless you come to me. I'm not looking for you. So if you come to my house, there's a problem.
Oh, I'm going ham. If it's like, I already know what I would do. It's so many different things. First of all, they're walking. This is the fastest they could go right here. It's the fastest they got. I'm swinging for the fences. I'm the T-ball champion around these parts. Left hand, Barry Bonds style. I don't care. Hey, bro, I'm ADHD too. I got hella energy. Give me a pack of noodles. I'm charged up. You
know what? In the event in which you're inside the house, you're bored out of your mind. If you're trying to get a good little workout in, where you're working out your biceps, your triceps, your core, your quads, your calves,
full body,
and you getting some cardio,
full body. I'm stomping.
You go out for like 5 minutes. Go out for 5 minutes. Handle your business. Come back in and be like, "Woo, the new record."
Man, that was good. I just put in 15,000 steps on the old Fitbit.
Exactly. By the time the whole zombie apocalypse is over and somebody figures out a cure, you're going to come out looking like The Rock.
I done get just swole.
Man. The only problem is you won't be able to wipe your butt.
I've been
you know what I'm saying? Like, you won't be like, first of all, I've always wondered, man, when you're that big and strong,
how
do you do that? How do you You know what I'm saying?
Dexterity is gone. Your dexterity and mobility is gone.
You can't really, there's no mobility. So how? I don't know, man. That's always been a mystery to me. That's why I've never wanted to get that big.
You gotta make sacrifices, man. I'm gonna look like an Olympic god
with no neck.
I ain't gonna have no neck, and I ain't gonna have mobility for real. I'm here
none,
with my Batman suit, nigga. Here with it.
Yeah, just
nothing. Hey, Batman. Oh, what's up?
You ever get those times where you sleep wrong and you get the stiff neck? That's how you will be permanently.
It's man. Imagine you in a zombie apocalypse, your ass. You can't turn your fucking neck, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
But like I said, that's the plan right now. So like, I don't know if I would go to the stores. I wouldn't go to the stores because I actually read a little bit of this book called Zombie Apocalypse Survival Book or Hand Guide or something like that. Okay. When the whole thing happened in Florida, I really started doing research and you
talking about when people were eating people's faces and whatnot,
and eating bullets too. Dude, the police officer shot that zombie dude up so many times. He was still eating, bro. Just eating face. Yeah. Jeez. Imagine how that officer felt going home, bro. It's over. I quit.
That was because of what was that drug called? Flocka.
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
Scary stuff, man.
Yeah, bro. That shit is terrifying, man. But if I don't have a plan, I'm gonna make it up as I go. Now I got my bat. I got some military gear a little bit. I don't have any lethal military gear. But I got a little bit of stuff that'll get me by. I got a nice little hatchet, got a nice little knife for like camping and stuff like that.
Okay. So you got a little stash of some stuff that could be.
Yeah. If the zombies run up, but my thing, I never thought the idea of having like a hatchet or an axe was a good idea because I can get stuck in the head, bro. Give me the bat, like you said. Give me the bat or a pipe. Give me that. I'm gonna wrap some rubber around the handles. Good to go, baby. We good to go. I'm swinging for the fences. I ain't looking back.
You have the mightiest triceps and biceps.
This shit right here.
What? The forearm? Oh, Lord.
Your hand, too. Your hand going to be
walking around like a black Popeye. That's what you're going to look like. A black Popeye with the biggest forearms ever.
You damn Skip. And I ain't stopping.
Challenge anybody to an arm wrestling match. They're going to look at your arms and say, hell no.
Hell no. Look at my cousin. She said, pack of sunflower seeds, an M4, M16 smells like target practice on them walkers. You damn Skip. Shells, literally, shells on shells. Sunflower seed shells on bullet shells. Getting it in. But if I have a plan, if I don't have a plan, I'm going to just stock up what I got, and I'm going to try to kill as many of them zombies as I can and just go with the flow. I'm going to meet some people along the way. They're going to be like, yo, I like what you're doing. Join the squad. We got to do what we got to do. We ain't trying to reinvent the wheel. We ain't doing too much, like you said. Don't try to, do too much. But
yeah, don't try to get rid of
these zombies. You gotta get rid of 50 a day. Ain't bad.
Yeah,
because that's a horde. That's a horde of zombies.
50
of them, bro. I'm going in. Bink, bink, bink. Just walking through. I don't care.
And the thing is, once again, this is under the assumption that they're just regular, typical zombies. Right. They're stupid by nature,
right?
So they're not gonna know how to beat you. So you out every step of the way, and you just keep clanging and clanging with that metal bat.
And it's a wrap.
I got the Louisville Slugger. I got that one under my bed at all times. I'm playing no games.
I said I was gonna get a T-ball bat too for better close quarters.
True.
Side joint run out, bing. You ain't gotta hit you ain't gotta do all that. Look, give me a little T-ball joint. It's made by the same material. Just a little. I can keep that on the hip. I keep that.
I thought about getting, that little thing that like when you push the button and it opens into like this giant bow staff.
Yeah,
I want one so bad.
You talking about the Billy Club? What is it?
No, it's like this little metal thing, right? It's like this small, and then you hit the little stick thing out, and then it opens up into this giant bow staff.
Like Goku?
Yeah. Like there's a real one in existence like that. Man, let me see if I can pull one up because it exists. It definitely exists.
See, that's some other stuff, man. I want one.
Yeah. Let's see if I could pull that up. Portable bow staff. See if I can find it. Yeah, it's the metallic. Yeah, there it is. Hold up. Let me see if I could share this video with you.
Okay.
Man, this is dope. Hold up. Wait, that's not the right one. Hold up. There it is. Okay. All right, so let me go to my share screen. Boom, boom. Chrome tab, most dangerous trick on Amazon. Bam.
Crazy, man. Here we go.
Okay, let me skip this ad. On God. Can you hear it?
I can.
No, wait, did you see that?
Oh.
I cut my phone.
That's crazy.
Hold up.
Today we are checking.
Fair use, YouTube. Fair use.
And the only reason I say that is because literally on the packaging it just says contents, magic tricks. That's literally all we've got to work with today. So inside this envelope is actually something I saw on Reddit and I wanted to give it a go, but now I actually have it. I'm actually kind of worried. This might be the day I get an eye taken out. I know I've had some close calls in the past, but this actually might be the day. Please contact with us directly if you have any problems. Well, if I lose an eye, I know who to get in touch with. So inside this tiny box is the magic trick. Fingers crossed when I open this box, it doesn't just lunge out at me and take my face off. Let's see what happens. All right, we're in. Voila! What is this made of? It's definitely metal, and that's the scary thing about this thing. Obviously, as you can see, it does look. It looks a bit precarious, if you ask me. It looks.
Don't point it at your neck, man.
Yeah, man.
God, gone.
And it's meant to be like a hidden wand magic trick, like you pull the clip and you catch it. So where did that come from? When I saw the gif of this being used on Reddit, it looked effortless. So you just pull the pin out with one hand, threw it in the air, caught it, and it was like super cool.
Nah.
And I feel like I'm instantly regretting that decision, but let's see how this goes.
Don't worry, I've got paid first aid training. I learned how to put someone in a recovery position.
I like the fact it didn't come with any instructions. I've used this before I kill myself. The last thing I want to do is end up in A&E with a star through my hand. It looks so effortless and seamless. I should be able to do that. There's no problem there.
Bro, that's sweet. Yo, let's get one.
Yo,
let's make a fight scene from. I'll come to Florida.
I want to
haters around.
Like not holding it towards your face or anything bad. Stuff of magic. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There it is,
crazy, bro. That's dope. Thanks for sharing that video, bro. That is fire. Now, I don't think that would be that prototype anyway. That model, I don't think it'll have longevity when it comes to you swinging that thing around.
True,
because it's hollow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it'll have that much. It might not even make it through the first fight. Keep it a buck.
You got to get a couple of them.
Like if we make this move, if we make a scene or whatever involving that, we're gonna need a box of them. Like
yeah. Well, we don't know how strong the metal actually is.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it could be hollow, but it could be of like a really strong material like titanium or something like that. I mean, it's worth a shot. We can use it one time, and then if we feel like it doesn't work anymore, then move on to the next weapon.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can pull that shit on a motherfucker. Like, say somebody got you in any last words, motherfucker, in your pocket. What the fuck is that? You pull that pink. That should just come out right in their fucking face. Like, bro, that's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap, bro. You know. I just thought, like, what if I went over a girl house to see her, you know, I'm so on a date, and I had that shit in my pocket, and that shit just shot through my pants, just halfway. That's
really. That's like, ooh, I like how this date is going. Nobody told you
halfway.
Like nobody told me you had a go gadget dick. Like it's.
Trying to spice this date up or not? Slap my pocket. That shit.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Then you got to break the news to her when you guys actually do get down to it. Just like, sorry about that.
Well, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I paid for that lobster.
I didn't mean to disappoint you.
I pay for that lobster.
Yeah, exactly.
My cousin said, "Need it, gotta have it." You're damn scared. Why not?
It's only large enough to make you slightly scream, but
we ain't here for all the screaming, you know. We ain't here for that, you know. Bro, I would love to hit a zombie upside the head with that motherfucker, bro. In the back of the dome. He's back. I'm sneaking up on zombies, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap, because you know the aluminum, you make contact, it's gonna sound off. I'm gonna wrap something around that joint, like some rubber around the whole bat.
Mm-hmm.
And going at it. Just I'm gonna put a silencer on the bat. Ain't nobody.
The only thing is, if we put the rubber band around the end of the bat, will it hurt less? Because I want it to hurt. I want him to feel what I am capable of, so you don't come around and try me again.
You ever got hit in the eye by a rubber ball as a kid? Or as an adult? Like,
I've gotten hit by a rubber ball.
You throw it off the wall. That's on.
Oh, you talking about like the racket ball? Like the blue racket balls?
Like the ball that you get out the like 50 cent, the gumball machine. Like
oh yeah, those are hard. Yeah.
Man.
Little bouncy ones, little tiny bouncy balls.
You lose concentration real quick. Your shit swole. You know what I'm saying? And someone be like that big. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
Think about the force coming from behind it. Like you said, you done been practicing, motherfuckers stretching, doing a little yoga, like rebuilding muscle and shit. And you going out there every day.
Yeah.
Ain't a lot of processed food. Ain't no more processed food depending on how long you survive. So everything you eat straight from the earth. So
that's true. Unless you're dealing with vegetarian or vegan zombies.
Oh no, they got to go.
You know what I'm saying? Now you're messing with my life, because I need those vegetables, and here you are taking all of the celery and
the seeds too. Everything. And the seeds. They got to like we said. I don't think they will be able to spread that fast, because they're not going for people unless it's just super contagious.
Right.
Like in the air, it's airborne. You know what I'm saying? We don't got the whole NC. Was the NC mask?
Is it really a bad thing to become a vegetarian zombie? Because now you're just on a different diet plan at that particular point.
But I don't know, man. It might be like you're eating nothing but greens, but your face is probably like you're on meth. Your diets, your appetite,
look like
Breaking Bad.
You may be eating like, oh, this is wonderful, but then your face may look like hell no. Like gone. I get it.
Gone. You all the way gone. Or you just zoned out. You know what I'm saying? With a perfect body, you just you just walking all day and eating greens and shit. Man,
that wouldn't be a good look.
See them motherfuckers in the cut just chewing cud like a cow and shit. Like, what the fuck you chewing? That's that cud, nigga.
Man.
But if I had a plan, I'm gonna tell you my plan, and then we're gonna move to the next idea or question. So if I had a plan, something similar to you, evacuation route, bunker. My cousin that's watching, I talked to her about this yesterday. She said the same thing. I should have a bunker. I would also, because I have an idea to move out and live off the land at a certain point in my life and build up my resources, put some resources out in the wild, buy the land, and you know what I'm saying, do things like that. Culture the ground so I can grow things. But I also my security gonna be tight. I'm gonna have birds and animals as my security, bro.
Okay.
Like whether either they attacking people that's getting too close, or they're just a deterrent, or they let me know. Like, I want to train some birds. If it's something going on over there, just fly over here.
Well, what about that conspiracy that birds aren't real? That birds are actually devices used to monitor things around them.
I mean,
that's why they sit on power lines to keep charged.
I don't know, man.
Man.
It could be, but that's a stretch. Like, who doing all this watching? We getting watched. We getting listened to on every app. We getting watched.
Yeah.
Everything.
That's the type of thinking that's the type of thinking that would make them want to do this, because there's people like us that think it's absolutely ridiculous. So they figure, okay, well, since they're thrown off of the scent and not believing this, that's exactly what we're going to do.
But I feel like
we're going to create a flock of fake pigeons and crows and put, surveillance devices inside them. And that's it.
I feel like they gonna do all that. Like, yeah, say they do all of that. They create the budget. They produce all the robots. They send it out getting data. And then they just go 6 months in after the birds have recovered all this data. It's gonna be like, bro, why the fuck did we do this again? And the room just gonna be silent. The room just gonna be silent. Niggas gonna be like, I mean, we got Google, we got webcams, they got everybody using the facial recognition on Snapchat. What are we doing?
Well, those birds are reserved for the people that are trying to be off the grid. You know what I mean? Because you got some people that are wise to the whole Google situation, to the whole webcam situation. So they cover their webcams all the time. They put a sticker over their cameras on the phone all the time when they're not using it, and that kind of thing. And then maybe
I believe in that though, because that's real. That's real.
Maybe they take it a step further, knowing that these people are so hard to reach, that they go with something that is a little less suspicious in their eyes.
Right. Like a little robin, like my cousin here, little robin,
a little cardinal or a blue jay or something like that,
But man, I mean, it's believable, but I feel like it's just some people just got way too much time on their hands, man.
Way too much. But
that motherfucker got too much time on his hands, bro.
But here's the thing that you got to consider, right? If you work for the government and you build that type of thing, of course you have lots of time on your hands. The only difference is you're getting paid for that.
Right. Top dollar.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, if I'm getting paid millions of dollars to sit in a room and construct mechanical pigeons to surveillance, to have surveillance on everything that I need the government to be watching, then heck, count me in. You know what I mean? I think people wouldn't turn that down if they had that opportunity.
They wouldn't turn that down. Keep it a buck, I wouldn't turn it down.
Yeah.
Motherfucker. Hey, Jamonte, come on here and build these robots. All right. What you paying?
Yeah, exactly. See, even though it sounds outrageous, we live in such a crazy world that I would not rule anything out.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
So that's the point that I'm at.
Right. I mean, people got to start thinking. That's where we at now. You had a lot of opportunities to not think. Now you're gonna have to start thinking as a whole. You feel me? Because that's what got us here. A lot of not thinking, a lot of just, I just want to be told what to do. Like, nah, man, let's just think about this shit amongst each other and the groups, people all over the place.
Yeah.
Because, nah, man, if you don't, then you're going to be getting watched by the little pigeon sitting over there on the damn mailbox with the side view. Them niggas don't never look at you straight up, niggas. That's how you know it's a bot. That's how you know it's a bot. When that nigga do this, look. When that nigga do this, nigga, look at your ass straight up. Oh yeah, throw some water on that motherfucker. Throw some water on that motherfucker.
At that point, a pigeon's getting kicked. I'm pigeon, and people are gonna look at me. People from the animal activist groups are gonna look at me like that person is a terrible person, and I'll just turn around and be like, "Look, it was a robot, and that's when I'm gonna get locked up and put in the insane asylum." It's gonna be crazy. It's
gonna be crazy for sure. But hey, when I stomp this pigeon out, you see all them wires in that motherfucker. All right, then. Yeah, exactly. My cousin, she's like, usually put it like that, make you think.
I'm just saying, man. You can't rule anything out nowadays.
You really can't. I believe it's cyborg people walking around, man. Why not?
Cyborg.
Elon Musk looks like a damn cyborg.
Reptilians.
Oh yeah, reptilians is out this bitch.
Oh yeah,
out this bitch. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? You can't tell me in the same breath that the universe is so vast and complex and so intelligent, but we the only life forms here on Earth.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Come on, man.
And it cracks me up, man, because it's like, we get into these discussions of what makes more sense, right?
Right.
And you have some people out there that are like, okay, well, the concept of God makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was made from science. You know, it was just the Big Bang and boom, we're here. The likelihood of that actually happening without some type of intelligent designer behind it is very, very slim. I'll put it this way, right? I got a box of Scrabble, right?
Right.
I take that box, I take all the letters out, I throw all the letters up in the air, they all fall on the floor, and they create the perfect paragraph. You would look at me like I'm crazy, right? What makes more sense is if I throw the letters on the floor and then I go and I single-handedly put the letters together to make words. That makes more sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's how the universe is put. Maybe the Big Bang was caused by an intelligent design.
Right.
But there's so many people that only look at it from the perception of human understanding. When if it's God who is omniscient and omnipresent, that exists outside of the dimensions that we live in, right? Why wouldn't it make sense? Because we see in 3 dimensions, we live in 4 because the 4th dimension is time.
Right.
For an entity to exist outside of the 10 dimensions, that be responsible for everything that we see,
right?
Isn't too far-fetched.
It's not, man. That's why you got to dig deep and just do some research, and you know, to those who are interested in it.
Of course.
Because it's amazing. It's amazing, bro. Like once you tap into the whole like spirituality and tapping into your gifts and things like that, it's amazing. Bro. It's impossible to look back. Not to
mention, a lot of people have the tendency to want to put science against spirituality when little do they realize it's kind of one and the same.
Right.
Depending on how it's explained.
Yeah.
You know, that's a whole different discussion.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show we're gonna have. Actually, my cousin, her and her girlfriend, we're gonna have them on the show.
Okay.
And they're very big into spirituality. Both of them ex-military. A lot of my friends that are going to be on the show ex-military. That don't mean that it's not like that's that's important, but that's just
I think it's dope though. That's a dope thing. So yeah.
Yes, sir. We're gonna have him on here. We're gonna talk.
I'll probably be on that show just quiet, just listening.
Like me on the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
yeah. I'm gonna be just chilling in the cut, just listening to y'all speak because I just listening to the stories that you guys must have, man. Taking it all. I'm gonna take it all in.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be entertaining. It's gonna be entertaining, man. It's gonna be dope. I would like for that show to be at least 3 hours long because everybody has so much to say, and
a lot that people can add.
Exactly. You looked at the show. That's what you just pulled up.
Yeah, I just pulled it up because I wanted to be able to share it to some people.
Ah, my God, thank you. I appreciate it.
Copy that. Okay.
But yeah, so what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, back to the zombies. All right, got a question. Top 3 zombie weapons of choice. I'm gonna tell you mine. You tell me yours.
All right.
No particular order, just your top 3. Number 1, aluminum bat. That's legit. Number 1, that aluminum bat, swinging that thing. Number 2, a shotgun, a sawed-off shotgun with all buckshots. It's all buckshot.
Yeah, because then you got a bigger range.
Like Bill Burr said, nice spread. You got a nice little spread. That's it. And number 3 is a pistol, sidearm. Keep it right on the hip, SWAT style. I mean, right on the thigh, not the hip, the thigh. You know what I'm saying? Your hands are closer to the thigh than they are to the hip, naturally. So I need that right there. What's your 3?
Okay. I'm going to have to go practical, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have the same first 2 that you had with the aluminum bat and the sawed-off shotgun. My 3rd weapon, though, would be the staple gun that people use during construction. Because there's so many construction sites that have staple nail guns. Heck, you saw the Equalizer.
Yeah.
What that nail gun is,
nigga. I thought about the nail gun from Happy Gilmore when he shot his boss in the head. He was shooting the can. He had the nail in his head the whole movie. They took the helmet off, the nail still in that bitch.
But no, it'll definitely be one of those.
Hell yeah. That's one of those. I'll tell you what, I ain't fucking with nobody that got no nail gun. I'll run up on somebody who got a bat. We're gonna figure this out. You know what I'm saying? A gun, obviously, but a staple gun or a nail gun, you might as well got a Glock. You might as well have a Glock in your hands. I ain't
Yeah.
Bro. Hell no, I nigga got a fucking. Where you get that from? How does that work? We 2 years into the zombie apocalypse.
Just to let people know that I mean business.
That's the Equalizer.
It is.
We take over somebody's compound. That's how you execute the leader. You got to pull out. You can't just hit them with the same junk. No, you got to pull out something random like a rusty blade or got a nail gun.
Yeah,
sound like somebody building a roof on a fucking house.
Exactly.
That's brutal, bro.
Yeah,
that's brutal.
That would be my weapon choice.
Those are the weapons that I would. Those are my go-tos because it's still bad. The aluminum bat. I mean, I think the aluminum bat for me is just for
exercise purposes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But it's also kind of stealthy. It's not that stealthy, but depending on how decayed the zombie is, if they're like 7 months into the decomposing process, it's like hitting applesauce. It's coming off.
Boom.
You feel me?
Yeah. A bat with nails, M4 lighter, and air freshener. That's smart.
Yeah.
That's real smart. Hold on. She got the Negan weapon. She got the Negan weapons.
The Negan weapon I rock with. That's some old WWF type stuff right there. Like a bat with the barbed wire on it. That's WWF. And the M4 for sure. That's what I used in basic training. I love an M4. But the lighter and the air freshener.
Yeah, that's a homemade flamethrower.
I ain't gonna do shit, man. Hey, Robert, I'm gonna give you a backstory. So yesterday, me and her girl, we was at the crib talking. We was at their house talking about how me and my brothers and my cousin and our other cousins used to torment her because she was the only girl for the longest time. It was like 5 boys and her. She was the only girl. You know how boys are, just rough and just wild.
Yeah.
So we were talking to her. She's the little sister, little girl cousin. She getting this work. You know what I'm saying? We picking at her as much as we can. So we used to actually, this is something that she couldn't participate in because like I told her yesterday, her mom will always come save her from a lot of stuff. Thankfully, she did. We used to play with cologne and air freshener and stuff. We'll spray it on our hands and then light it. And then we'll spray the and just sit there and they would be like, oh.
You know how many World Star hip hop videos I've seen with people rubbing themselves with alcohol or something like that, lighting it on fire, thinking they'll be able to put out the fire really quick, but then the fire stays there for a while, and now they're in like excruciating pain.
Now, if she would have said Molotov cocktails, now that's different.
Yeah,
that's different. But the air freshener, that ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna tell you right now, Robin. During that time frame when I said me and Trayvon or everybody, we should just wild out and do little boy stuff, just destructive. We were spraying the air freshener like close range. Like say you like 5 feet away from me, we light the lighter. You like right there, you just like, oh, you gotta. It's hot now, but it ain't gonna really like somebody just get that out of here. Like somebody I'll bum rush somebody. If I see that's all you got. If I see that Glade logo and that light, I'll bum rush you, bro. But if you got that tank on your back and you hit one of these little welding jumps, oh yeah, I'm out. I ain't trying to get singed, nigga. I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna try to hit that tank on your back.
Looks like she switched. She switched it to the Molotov.
Yeah, the Molotov, bro. All you need is a bottle. throw some alcohol in it, put the little cloth in it.
That's
get
it.
on up out of here.
That's all you need.
And once motherfuckers see you throwing them mileage, they ain't trying to party, bro. Nah, I'm good. That shit hits you. And I learned how to make but being in the military, you know, you talk to people who know all kinds of different wild stuff. People don't taught me how to make tear gas. That's just ammonia and bleach. You mix ammonia and bleach. Not trying to incite nothing, but you know, if you in a house with somebody cleaning, because my mom, she was one of them types. She used to use like a lot of ammonia, like she used to use a lot of like that strong stuff, just to feel like she's really getting down to the nitty gritty. You feel me?
Even though it's not even really
in the house, you just be like, "Whoa, what the fuck is this?" You just psychedelic, man. Like, nah, man, that's that bleaching ammonia, bro. Y'all might want to open these windows.
Yeah. I cough up a storm and I'm good.
That shit ain't no joke, bro. I mean, ammonia, you know.
I didn't realize how strong ammonia was until there was this one day where I wanted to get bleach for something, and I think the store that I went to for some reason ran out of bleach. So I was like, all right, let me get ammonia as like a substitute. Man, I was miserable.
Ammonia, man, let me tell you, bro.
It smells so damn strong.
And just think about it's already strong just as is. So if you mix something else with that, it's like, bro, it's a recipe for disaster. Don't even use both of those at the same time. You got to plan ahead. I'm gonna use bleach today, use ammonia 5 days later. You ain't about to mix it up, dog.
No,
please don't mix that shit up.
It's too much.
It's way too much. But the zombies, what kind of zombie fears you the most? I'm gonna give you 2 movie examples.
All right.
28 Days Later.
Okay.
Or let's see, Land of the Dead. Have you ever seen Land of the Dead?
I don't think I have.
So those zombies were kind of smart. In the movie, they showed them like picking up intelligence, learning how to communicate and use weapons and stuff like that and strategize. So that's that kind of zombie. So 28 Days Later or a semi-smart zombie.
Okay.
You seen 28 Days Later, right?
I did see that. Yes.
Or 28 Weeks Later, same time zone.
Any of those movies in that series. For me, it would have to be Resident Evil because I'm thinking of that Nemesis character. And I'm gonna have to say World War Z because have you seen how fast those things are?
Unlimited stamina.
Yeah, it's like, do you get tired? No, because you're a zombie. So you don't know. There's no signal from your heart to your brain letting you know, hey, this is too much.
Yeah, you might want to chill out.
Or I might want to convert into a vegetarian zombie or something because this is too much.
Too much for you, dog.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Good idea. The Resident Evil is probably the scariest. Not even probably. Off top, I'm just thinking I've seen damn near every zombie movie, unless it's like a foreign movie I haven't seen yet. Yeah, Resident Evil is definitely scary. The Nemesis,
they got
run that nigga. But them monsters, other monsters,
and the dogs, and oh man, it's just a lot.
I can get Boogie on Nemesis. I'll get Boogie. If I see that nigga and he like 100 yards out, I'm gone, bro. He gonna have to keep on walking. Star.
Yeah, but remember, he's also the same creature that can shoot a bazooka.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, maybe he gets so frustrated at the fact that you're out of range that he's like, all right, screw this. I'm gonna get a bazooka and shoot this dude.
Just pull it out the bag like
you know he's strong enough to hold it.
Yeah,
you know,
and don't he ain't gonna
nigga
just go.
Yeah, it's like he farted. It'll move him. It'll move him like a few inches, and that's it.
A little toot. It's a little toot to him. That's all it is. A little toot.
That's a question. Do zombies fart? Do zombies get aroused? Those are questions that I wonder. Like, what do they do in response to these primal urges? Because as a human being that functions off of logic, when you have certain feelings that come, you rationalize, what am I going to do in response to this feeling that I have? Right. With the zombie, I'm assuming they get those same feelings, but now the rationality is gone.
Right.
What do they do?
I don't know, man. I feel like as far as the fart, trying to break down the fart, motherfuckers try to sound good. As far as the flatulence of the zombie ass,
Do they get startled? Do they get afraid because they don't know where it came from? Think about it, right? Because you don't know any better. So you sitting there and you minding your own business. The heck was look. Right? You think somebody attacked you from behind, but really that was all you. That was all you, that human being that you had yesterday.
You just nigga know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm about to fuck
that was it.
Then the zombie just come here, motherfucker.
You catch him off guard with that clean metal bat.
Oh, they're gonna fart. I think the fresher zombies will fart. The ones that done decompose over months, they've been out in the sun, been raining on them, they done fell in the puddle, they're just soaking up they just deteriorating. I don't think they farting. But the fresh zombies,
they probably fart, but they probably fart like this.
Oh,
that's how they sound. It's just, and those stink.
That might take you out.
That might be. I'm dead. I'm done.
It's coming straight from the bowels, straight from the whole concoction.
There's no sphincters to keep the bad smell out. It's just
fucking coming out,
right? That's how it's terrible. It's terrible. That's not it. And then you got to suffer third. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. And I don't even want to talk about if they get aroused. That's a whole. That's gross.
Man, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Now,
I equate it to a dog, where they just they get that look in their eye and they're just like, I gotta hump something.
Going to the vet. It's time to get the big chop. You tripping? You tripping? I done told your ass.
Yeah.
No bull, bro. No bull. You right, because we had a dog, bro. This motherfucker was humping everything, bro. I was tired of it, man. I said, man, I don't even want to deal with this motherfucker.
And it's especially embarrassing when you got guests over, and the dog's coming up to the guest. The guest thinks the dog is just being cute, and all of a sudden they take a hold of that ankle.
Just getting it. Making eye contact with everybody.
Yeah.
Who wants some? Man, get this dog out of here.
You gotta let go of my leg. And don't let it be a big dog either, because now you just straight facing meat soup.
That dog gonna get the charge.
Yeah. I know you are sensitive with certain words. So that's why I just stuck with
it. Yeah. I know. I peep. Appreciate it. I'm glad you're here with it. You here with it. Hell yeah. Because some people don't know. There's certain words you can't say. YouTube
they flag
it. They won't put you on a good algorithm. None of that. You'll just be out here just shooting in the dark. Unless you got a good fan base that'll, actually move you to where you need to be, which is what you want to have anyway. But it does help to have YouTube kind of do that on the back end, or the front end, whatever. Yeah. So, but the zombies, man. What's your favorite zombie movies? Top 3 or just one, whatever, however you want to categorize it.
I Am Legend is probably number 1 because Will Smith is my favorite actor.
Okay.
I would have to say the first Resident Evil movie, the first one. Mm-hmm. The other ones were all right, but it's that first one I was like, yo.
Yeah. Set the tone, man. I loved it. I was a kid, too. I was a little kid.
Number 3, I'm torn. Number 3, I'm torn between 28 Days Later and Shaun of the Dead.
Ah, yeah. I love that movie as well. Yeah. That's one of my favorites as well. That's top 5.
Oh, 5. Okay. Top 5.
You can do 5. Yeah.
Okay, so Resident Evil. No, I'm sorry. I Am Legend, Resident Evil, Shaun of the Dead, 28 Days Later. What's number 5? World War Z.
Boom. There it is. That was supposed to be rated R, but they changed it to PG-13.
Yeah, they
because the Karen crew got behind them because of the Karens.
Of course.
Karen and her kids. That's why. Karen and her kids. That's why they did.
Of course.
That's why they did.
Well, then it's like, okay, well, then why are you bringing your child to watch this?
Exactly.
You like know what the trailer showed you. You know what the trailer showed you.
When I went to see Deadpool, the first one, Deadpool come up, whatever, the intro happened. This lady and her husband brought they like 4 kids. I remember the lady leaned to her husband. She said, "Is he supposed to be like this? Why didn't you? The movie is rated R. What are you talking about?"
That's a tough case, though. That's a tough case because in a lot of the Marvel animations, they'll show you Deadpool and they'll show him as a mischievous dude.
Right.
The parents aren't smart enough to realize that it's not exactly the same as what you've seen on television because we got Ryan Reynolds dictating what this Deadpool does. Yeah, you probably don't want to bring your child. You probably should have pre-screened this. You probably should have done your research to find out, hey, I know I've seen this cartoon before, but why is this movie rated R? Let me do my research.
It don't take much research. First of all, it's rated R. Your kids shouldn't be there anyway.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna see something and hear something they ain't supposed to hear if you ain't saying it or doing it around them. So I was just like, bro, but that was just that one example. But my top 5 zombie movies: Dawn of the Dead, the newer one; Night of the Living Dead; 28 Weeks Later.
Okay.
Shaun of the Dead. It's also one of my go-tos. I'll watch that right now. And it was number 5. If World War Z was rated R, I would have that. I've seen it in the movies and everything. I got the game. So I loved it, but if it was rated R, it'll be in my top 5. But number five, shoot. Zombie movie. What's my number 5?
It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. I know it's tough.
I'll just keep it with my boy George Romero. You know what I'm saying? OG. Land of the Dead. I've seen that in the movies as well when I was a kid. I was like 11 or 12 when I seen that. The first horror movie I've ever seen in the movies. And, you know, George Romero was also on the zombie map Call of the Dead on Black Ops 1 Zombies.
Yeah.
Back in the day, 10 years, 11 years ago. So that was really dope to me. Once I found out who George Romero was, once I found out who he was, I started to really just like, you know, learn more about him, look at his films and different things like that. But that's my top 5. George Romero, all up in that jump. Honorable mention. Death. What is it? The Quentin Tarantino zombie movie. Planet Death or Planet Terror or something like that.
Oh my gosh!
Let me look it up.
I'm
gonna look it up. Cause that movie, I liked it. It wasn't like one of the. I just liked it. I forget the type of
Planet.
What is it?
Planet Terror.
There you go. Yep, that's what I thought it was. That's one of my favorite zombie movies. Honorable
mention. The girl that got a gun as her leg.
The leg, Cherry. Yes, sir. Her fine ass. Hell yeah.
That's not somebody you would want to piss off though.
Absolutely not.
How does that even work in the bed? Anyway, whatever.
Hey man.
It's whatever works.
It can work or it ain't gonna work. I tell you that. Ain't no gray area with that. I don't even want a girl with a strap on the leg.
Come here, girl. Come here, girl. Lift your gun.
Hey. Put the gun over there. It's cold. It's freezing my leg.
Spread your gun.
The temperature of your gun leg is fucking up the mood. Then she might cock that bit back on your head like, nigga, what you say? Damn. But I like that movie though. You know what I'm saying? They had a dude in there. He was cooking. He had like the best barbecue sauce in the state. I love barbecue sauce. You know what I'm saying? Love zombies. I love hot chicks. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I like this movie, man. I like it. But that's just that's what I had to talk about as far as those zombies. Would you like to interject anything,
man? That's always a fun thing to talk about because it's very unconventional. People want to assume that they'll never exist, but you got the government creating contingency plans for them. Yeah.
And letting you know. It's public information. Letting you know. Anybody who's watching, you can access this. Like, go look up what this is.
Public info.
This was just, I found out about this on my recommended videos on my YouTube. And I don't be into conspiracy theories and stuff like that. I don't know how I found this video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching business videos and little podcast videos, stuff like that. Nah, it was like, nah, this is what you need to talk about right here. This is what you, okay, here we go. But some people say, the CDC says something. That's why I stopped taking notes. But somebody mentioned in one of the videos in the comment section, like the CDC sent them to that video. Like, not personally, but the CDC said something, was like, yo, this shit can happen this year, bro. That's what they say. I'm not gonna speak that into existence. I'm not gonna,
yeah. Because first of all, I'm worried enough about this vaccine situation as to whether I'm gonna take it or not. Because
keep it a buck, me too, bro.
I want to, but then after hearing what happened with the Johnson & Johnson one, it made me a little bit more hesitant. And then hearing some things about how the mRNA supposedly messes with your DNA, and I don't know. I don't know what to think yet. I have been keeping safe though. I've been being careful. I've taken at least 6 or 7 COVID tests, all of negative. Mm-hmm. I just want to keep it that way. I got to make sure that I'm constantly washing my hands. I'm constantly being socially distanced from as many people as I possibly can until either I make a firm decision on whether I'm going to take it or just hold off until this whole thing goes away, hopefully.
Yeah, to be honest, man, I wish I could have I wish I would have took action years before and bought some land and just started making preparations out on the land, because I would not be where I am right now. I would be in the woods, filling it up, not even playing. With a satellite, I'm gonna have some internet out there. I'm gonna have some solar panels all throughout my land. I'm gonna have it hooked up. But I'm gonna just
so let me ask you this, because I know we got to wrap up soon. But let me ask you this.
No problem.
As somebody that has been in the military, are there things that you've learned that if you've known before joining the military, would you choose a different living situation right now? And why? Without exposing certain secrets that you're not allowed to expose.
Okay, well, my cousin said windmills too. That's a good example. Windmills on the land. But to be honest, I've never learned any secrets.
Okay.
And I know motherfuckers, oh yeah, that's what they would say. Like, nothing legit. I was in the reserves. I was in there for 5 years. I was outspoken. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't gonna tell me shit. I've always been outspoken. If I see somebody being treated wrong, I just step in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just move with the flow. That's how the creator created me, and I just move with the flow. But if I did know something, I would live a little different. A lot different, because based off what I know, just the stuff that I'm learning on, like, YouTube, the stuff that's credible that I learn off YouTube and stuff like that, makes me want to not even be like the COVID thing. If we was living off the grid, you ain't got to worry about that. It's not going to affect you at all. So yeah, I would move different, especially if I was given some crazy top secret. You got to sign an NDA times 10 type shit. Like,
man, look, I have some relatives, man. Like, I have an uncle. I don't want to disclose his name, but I have an uncle that knows some inside stuff, and he says that if we found out some of the things that the government knew,
right,
man, like for example, the technology, right,
the
government is always 10 years ahead of what we have publicly available, right? And this is what's scary about it. Think about it.
Right.
If the public has access to Google Earth, Can you imagine
what they have?
Women has.
Godly, like that's what, like, oh man.
Think about it. The way you could zoom in on different pictures in different locations on Google Earth, available to the public. The government must have something where they could X-ray through your house. They probably have something where you could be sitting outside reading a book and they'll tell you what page you're on. Like,
that's too much.
They probably got some stuff that, man.
That's too much, bro. That's some scary shit, bro. It's not, I ain't gonna lie. I'll take that back. It's scary to some, but it ain't even scary to me. Because once I learned years ago, like, oh yeah, once you allow permission to all these apps, they got access to your phone calls, your contacts, your microphone, your camera. It's just like, bro, it is what it is. If you live in a civilization, you can't be, you know, all like, oh shit, like why are you here? Like, go get off the grid. Don't have a smartphone. Get you a little flip. Cool. You know, but if you live in a civilization, especially big cities, like I'm in a populated city in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're in Florida. Like a lot of people coming through Florida, but that's a huge state.
Yeah. I'm in Fort Lauderdale, not too far away from Miami. It's mad busy.
Mad busy, bro.
I go to the beach all the time.
Exactly. So it's nothing you can really hide from. If you live in, you can't really be that good of a doomsday prepper if you're prepping for like that type of stuff, because people prep for different things. But if you're prepping for like Big Brother, like Eye in the Sky, you can't be in the city, bro. On the outskirts, you got to be in the woods.
You know what movie opened up my eyes to? There's two movies that opened up my eyes to that, to the point where I'm like, yo, there's really not much you could do to hide from them. Enemy of the State was one. Yeah. Eagle Eye. Remember Eagle Eye with Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, I haven't seen, because one of the no, that's from iRobot. It was Vicky.
No. Eagle Eye.
I've seen it.
I think Anthony Mackie's in it too.
I forget. I gotta go watch it again, but I definitely seen it before, because it came out in like 2008, 2009, like around. I was still in high school, I think, when it came out.
Yeah,
I seen it. That was a good ass movie.
Man.
Yeah, I remember it being a good ass movie.
And that's right now, that movie is probably well over 10 years old now.
Yeah.
15 years old. They're pretty accurate with what they had in that movie. And that was back then. That's another thing. A lot of these things that they have in these movies, man, were inspired by something.
That's what you call it, the programming, what you call it?
Predictive programming. Yeah, man. Yep, see, Robin saw Eagle Eye.
Oh, yeah, Robin be on it. That's my little cousin. She be on it, man.
Yeah, man.
She be on it for sure. But yeah, a lot of those movies are definitely warming you up, just buttering you up for what's to come. Or
so
just
when it really happens, you saw it before.
Right.
It's not that big of a deal.
That's the scary part, how easy it is to just control people.
See, but that's why I get really worried when these new concepts get introduced in movies.
Right.
You know, when they talk about, you know, accessing the afterlife and saving your consciousness, saving your soul as a digital consciousness to put
trying
in
to fake God. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. Even in the movies they showed us, it's not going to work.
Yeah. It always goes horribly wrong, but people still want to try it.
Like the Sixth Day? No. What's the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie? Not the one when, you know, he's fighting the devil. It's another one when they clone him. Oh, I gotta check it out. I gotta look up the title. They clone him, and he was.
It might have been the Sixth Day, or hold on.
But it was the Sixth Day. The Sixth Day. That was about him fighting the devil or whatever.
Okay, so it was a different one.
Yeah, and Terry Crews was in that one for a little bit. That was like late 90s, really early 2000s.
Okay, the Sixth Day.
The Sixth Day, I think that's when he fighting the devil. And then let me look it up. I'm acting like
I'm world of the near future in which cattle, fish, and even family pet can be cloned, but cloning humans is illegal. That is until family man Adam Gibson comes home from work one day to find a clone has replaced him.
That is it. Yeah, that is it. Then
it's the Sixth Day. So it is.
That's it. Yeah. So yeah, something like that. And in the movie they mentioned like something about the consciousness and taking it and putting it in another body, and bro was just like, yeah, I'm gonna live forever and things like that. And I'm watching this shit as a kid, bro, just like, I don't know about that. I don't know nothing yet. I'm a kid. I'm just like, I don't know, bro. That sounds kind of bad.
Now, the other movie you were referring to with the devil is End of Days.
There you go.
End of Days. There we go.
Yeah, that was a good movie too.
Yeah. But man, I'm telling you, anytime a movie comes out, I pay very close attention because I'm like, okay, is this a new concept that they're trying to introduce to us? So then 5 years, 10 years down the line, they could do it in real life and be like, hey, remember that movie you watched?
Right.
We can do.
And you got to think of it like this. This is more of a surface level. They already throw in advertisements while you watch a movie. Like say you watching a scene and it's like a Bud Light picture in the back, or McDonald's cup in the back, or McDonald's poster in the back. That's advertising.
Subliminal message.
Exactly. So why is it so far-fetched to say, you know what? We have this theory. We want to do this to the population. Put it in a movie. Let's see how they take it. If they don't notice it, even better for us. If they notice it and they cool with it, even better for us. But if they got a problem with it, let's tweak it and then put out another movie. All they do is put out another movie, man. It's cheaper to just put out another movie than to do it. You know how I'm thinking. You know, I don't know. I'm not in these meetings, so I don't know. They got endless currency, so it really don't even matter.
Man,
that's crazy, bro.
It is
crazy. But all we gotta do is, you know what I'm saying, just take care of each other, just spread good energy and move smart.
Exactly.
Move smart.
Be productive and be of service.
That's it. And with that being said, I appreciate you being on the show, bro.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate being your first guest.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking the show in.
Oh, yeah. First of many, bro. First of many. I can put 10 people up here. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna definitely. Let me see what Robin talking about before we get up out of here. Black Box is really good. A doctor takes her son's consciousness and puts it into the mind of a man who was a vegetable, or so they thought. Oh, that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
I saw that. That was no joke. But you know what? At this point, anything on Black Mirror terrifies me.
Yeah.
Anything on Black Mirror terrifies me.
So Black Mirror can happen tomorrow. Black Mirror can happen tomorrow.
Concepts that they've introduced in that series, bro, with the being able to play back your memories.
Yep, nigga just running that shit back. Man. Yeah, that's too much.
It's a lot.
And people don't need this technology, bro. Like, we need certain technology to make things better. Like this streaming platform, for example. Motherfuckers didn't really have shit like this back in the day, like 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. Now it's just so easy you can do this. But to have access to like bring people back and you want to control somebody's consciousness, like it's not going to work, bro.
You need it.
Man can't play God. You're created in the image. You're not a clone of this motherfucker. You're not that. You feel me? So it's like, what we doing, dog? Bill Gates. Hey, Bill Gates. Hey, man, let me tell you something.
Yeah, look, Bill need to calm the hell down.
Bill need to go smoke a blunt and just chill, bro.
You are too rich to worry about this other stuff.
He's separated. When you get that rich, he's separated from reality.
Yeah, but here's my thing.
From reality, he's trying to create a new reality.
Look how far along you are in age. Look at how much money you have right now. You don't have to work ever again. Why are you messing with us? Leave us alone.
Exactly, bro. The effect that this shit. You heard about the little cloud they can release in the sky and block out some of the heat from the sun? And Harvard.
I know about the artificial weather, the storms that you could make, but that's a whole nother episode.
Now, this one it's called global cooling. Thousands of planes gonna go out and spray these chemicals, and it's gonna create a film in between the sun. Well, not the sun, but like the outer atmosphere and like one of the other spheres or something like that. And it's supposed to cool down the rays or block some of the super hot the rays or whatever. But it's like, bro, Bill Gates, man, you're like 70 something. you're not even gonna be around. Not wishing death on you, nothing at all. But you're old. You're not gonna be. You ain't got, but you know what I'm saying. A good 20 years. I'm gonna give you 20 years because you're super rich. You know, you probably already a bicentennial man. Robin Williams out here don't even know it. But it's like you're not even gonna be around to see these effects from the stuff you're trying to create and put out there. Is what I'm getting at.
And it's not like he's like, oh, I'm trying to create a legacy, bro. You've done enough,
bro. And like with the Xbox 360, nigga, you could have finished with that.
Yeah.
You could have finished with the 360, bro.
Stop.
But the Xbox One came out and damn, that's why he working like that. Xbox One was trash. It was just like damn.
Yep.
But with that being said, man, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I appreciate the time. It's getting late.
Not a problem, man.
Oh man, first of many. Whenever you got
make sure I promote this. I'm gonna promote this first episode, man. Get you some more viewers for the next one.
Appreciate it, bro. I need that. You know, I need that. And I've been sharing yours as well. I'm actually sharing. I haven't been sharing it as much because I've been so busy trying to focus on this and get this together. You know, when the flow and the flow. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only reason.
You on work mode? I got you.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks for understanding, man. So with that being said, Robin, you want to say something, Robin, before we leave? You got a few seconds. You're too late.
Oh man.
All right, GQ, we about to end this.
Hey, it's been a pleasure, man.
Yes, sir. Be blessed, bro.
Take it easy.
All right, you too.